Today we're back looking at some creepy TikToks.
This might be the scariest video I've ever seen on TikTok. TikTok user Mode Owens was just riding his dirt bike in the forest one day, just recording himself doing it, going on an adventure. And then he gets to a fork in the road. He's commenting on how this trail seems to go on forever, when suddenly the forest goes silent.
Holy crap, dude, this
I
trail's
remember
going on
this.
forever.
Listen.
It just got really quiet really fast.
He immediately hightailed it out of there, but that's what he saw.
No, thank you.
Ooh, never mind. I was thinking of another video. That reminded me of another video where a guy was in a forest and he heard like a big scream. I thought that was gonna happen. Oh god, I'm doing a race at Skinwalker Ranch on Saturday. I'm sure everything will be fine. ... I mean, Skinwalker Ranch, that should be a red flag. Why is an area called Skinwalker Ranch? I can never believe these videos aren't edited, unfortunately. That's what I'm like, and sometimes I hope that they are edited, but then I kind of wish that they're not. But then part of me wants it to be edited. I don't know what that was. I don't know if it was an animal, a bear. It looked like a skinwalker to me. Like, I won't lie, part of me hopes that that was fake. If wildlife stops making noises and the forest goes quiet, then that's a very bad sign, and you need to get out ASAP. I mean, yeah, you should be able to hear like little crickets and stuff in the forest. If it's completely quiet, like completely quiet, that means something's watching you.
Since the movie's coming out this Friday, let's talk about one of the scariest intros of a film and the truth behind it. So, the film The Exorcist from 1973 is obviously based off of a real story of a young boy that was possessed back in the day. I think the boy wrote the book, And anyway, this is one of the scariest intros of a film I've ever heard. I don't want to play it because first, it's a Muslim prayer, and second, you can find it on YouTube. Just search Exorcist.
I'm not gonna watch it.
The reason I don't want to play it is because it brings chills down my spine, and it's not something I want to have on my page, because it's not that it's evil, but it's just what it's associated and correlated with the Exorcist film, and we all know that the Exorcist film is quite cursed or haunted or whatever, so I don't want that kind of business on my page. But growing up as a Muslim girl, watching The Exorcist, and usually horror movies are based off of like Catholic or Christian belief, seeing that growing up, and it was so scary, and then reading up why he used it was even scarier. The director, William Frederick, I believe, he said that it was showing that this is like protection, and this is a very old demon, and this is a protection over the film in the beginning of the film, and also showing that he's in Egypt and evil has no religion, and that evil has been out there for a very long time, even before we were here. So it's just things like that, how old these things are and how it's been buried in Egypt for so long, and then having the Muslim prayer being played, showing that evil is not only in Catholic or Christian belief, it is in many religions, and
it's
even
everywhere.
in Muslim religion, these things linger and have existed for many, many years. I just think that kind of stuff is very creepy, because the way he used it is so ahead of its time, because you never see brown horror movies, even though there's one coming out called It Lives Inside, and I'm really excited to see it. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm glad these things are coming about, because there's so much evil and horror content that can be used to make these films, and also discussing what things are out there in other religions. It's very fascinating and very interesting. But if you're brown and you're Muslim and you grew up watching The Exorcist, and you hear that that Muslim prayer or call in the beginning of the film, doesn't that scare you? Does that scare you as much as
anything
it scares
in The
me?
Exorcist would
I just
scare
feel
me.
like it hits home, or it's very close to home, you know? Because Christian movies or Catholic horror movies using priests and things like that, and with churches, it doesn't scare me as much because I didn't grow up seeing that as like a protection thing. I grew up with like a Muslim protection, so it's very, very scary seeing that in very old, scary movie as well. The Exorcist is one of the scariest movies I've ever seen, and I'm sure everyone agrees. But I think it's very scary because they use that Muslim call, and it's a very old call coming from very old times, to protect yourself from a very old demon. So things like that is, I don't know, I'm rambling, but I just thought I'd share that with you guys because I thought it was very scary.
I just heard a noise behind me. I swear to God, if someone's okay, well that was a little weird. Right after that video ended, it sounded like someone was walking up my stairs and I was thinking, oh, is it my mom? No one's there. Have I just been cursed? My mum always told me as a kid to never watch The Exorcist, and I still don't have the interest to. That is me with Ouija boards. Like whenever I was younger, I really wanted to get a Ouija board just to see what it was like, and I was told not to by someone who I trust. I don't know exactly why. Like I think they might have messed around with one, or I don't know, maybe like their friends did or their parents did, but they literally looked at me and said the one thing you do not mess with is a Ouija board, trust me. And ever since then I've never touched one. It's not that the movie is cursed. If you mess with that type of energy, you're gonna get it, period. I also think it's a fact that it kind of messes with your brain a little bit. Have you ever watched a creepy movie and then something happens in the movie happens in real life and it reminds you of that movie? That's what I'm like. Like I remember whenever I watched it, I seen a red balloon like a week later. I didn't want to leave my house because like whenever I think of a red balloon, I think of Pennywise. It's weird the way your brain works, doesn't it? And then I feel like you always get paranoid after watching creepy stuff. Every single time I start filming these videos, my house starts to randomly creak. It'll never creak during the day, but the minute I start to watch scary stuff, it starts creaking.
This man will never film TikToks again. In the United States, a guy was filming a TikTok all by himself at home, but when he watched his video before posting,
oh no,
he discovered something that wasn't supposed to be there.
What?
This is a must-watch, so keep your eyes glued to the screen until the end. You won't believe what happens next. As he's recording his TikTok, he's completely alone, or so he thinks. But here's the twist, folks. During the playback, something chilling appears in the background. Something that defies explanation. This isn't your typical ghost story. It's real, and it's spine-tingling. If you're loving this mystery, tap that follow button now. And don't forget to drop a comment right here, right now. What he saw in the video has left him sleepless for nights, questioning his very reality. It's not something you can easily forget, and he's not alone. As the video plays on, you'll see it too. And trust me, it's not what you'd expect. We're talking goosebumps on your arms scary.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that the first time. Whenever they zoomed in, I proper seen it. That's either a little demon child or his cat. And I'm hoping that he has a cat. Looks like a cat to me. I'm hoping it's a cat. Like I'm hoping that man has a cat. But what happens if he doesn't have any animals? Like what would that have been? Cat, run, save yourself. I mean, put it this way, it could be a skinwalker in the body of a cat. You know, the first video was about skinwalkers and that could literally be a skinwalker. And yet again, that man might not even have a cat. Like imagine if he doesn't have a cat. What is that? Like Annabelle, a little demon child? Okay, so this next creepy video we're gonna watch is a two-parter. Basically, these people go into a creepy abandoned building. I used to do this whenever I was younger, however these people are like going in at night. Like I would not want to be in their position.
Hah? Teleport kita? Asal? Teleport kita tu? But aku tak tahu situ. Aku tahu kat atas staircase.
Wait, a tripod?
Kiwa. The tripod move.
Oh,
Hello
the
guys,
tripod
so this is
moved.
after midnight. So today we are going to explore block 26 singing. So right now there's no one here except for me and my two crew members there. And apparently most of the lift is still working. I think all the lift is working. Both lifts is working. That side and this side. So after this we'll be going to level 12 because that's where a lot of people say that that's the most a lot of things is happening at level 12.
Brilliant. Amazing. And it looks like a prison.
Aku dengar bunyi tadi. Tadi bunyi dia keluar pada sana.
My throat is literally in my... Oh, it's in my... I don't even know my tongue's in my throat. Why would you want to go in there? Oh my god, imagine they turned lights off. Oh, I heard that.
As you can see, most of the house is cable tied.
Why is the cable tied?
It's locked. Go imagine if you are living here and your corridor is like this and the only lift is there. The weird thing is like most of these things off, but this one's still on. How the water end up here, sir?
Oh, was someone living in there?
Aku terpanjat pasal aku tak tutup langsung macam bila terbuka. So, kau imagine orang staring at you.
Salah, jangan saya gitu.
Kan? So, terpanjat.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay, so something's died there. That's like totally normal.
Huh? Asal? Report kita tu. Ya. Tak, Wan.
Nah, someone has moved
Dekat
that.
sini. Yes, dekat dalam. It was here. Is that? Yeah, that's why aku move it here.
Okay, so we're about to watch part 2, but we're going to read a few comments, even though that's traumatized me. 10th floor is the most haunted. If you dare to go after 1 AM alone, you will see a woman in white standing to jump down, and lift stair will shut down itself. Why would you tell us that? First of all, why would you go to a place like that with like 2 other people? If I'm ever going to go into an abandoned building like that, especially at night, I'm going with a squad of 50 people. A demon woman could take out all 3 as easily. It's harder to kill off 50 people. For the unit with the power still on, you should try switching it off, see if anyone shouts. If you turn the power off and turn it back on, someone's gonna go missing. You could literally all be stood there, turn the power off and then turn it back on, someone will be missing. Whoever moved that tripod is gonna get you. Well, anyways, that was part 1. We're now gonna watch part 2. And yet again, I don't want to watch it. Don't. Why would you do that? Brilliant.
It was here lah, tadi betul. Aku move sini je. And now the tripod was here. Doesn't make sense why I want to put it in the middle.
I hate watching
Just
videos
nice
like
when
this. I
kita
really
post
hate it. They
view
freak
from
me
there
out.
can see
Like, I'm literally waiting for a jump scare, and I hope that's not gonna
the floor
happen.
as well.
No, don't split up. Don't split up. No! I don't like his smile. He's got a creepy smile. He's been
Content lah,
possessed.
content.
Kalau kau request kan, kau kat tengah.
Tengah okey, saya compare sini. Actually tengah kau boleh nampak 2 orang apa. Aku dah ada tengah.
Oh, no.
What's that?
That's a pair of shoes. And a picture.
Why is this house having a lot of locks? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I'm not wrong, this is like a religious picture. That one gambar orang. Yeah, it's a Christian family lah. It's another religious picture.
But why is there religious pictures? Is it trying to keep something in there? And the oh god, the camera's going to be blurry.
Pasal tu, tak apa bunyi rogek lah.
Why would you put your arm through there? Oh, I heard that. That was weird.
Gambar apa lah.
No, don't go in, don't go in, don't go in.
I think someone broke the law.
It looks like a prison, but is it meant to be like apartments? I just don't like it. Like, it's just unnerving, isn't it?
I saw there's like footprints
Yeah, that was footprints. Ugh. Okay, so we don't have part 3. I'm not going to watch part 3 because that's weird. That right there is just creepy. Like, I don't want to get involved in that stuff. What if the gate with many locks was to keep something inside? That's what I'm thinking. And then also the apartment with like the religious photos outside of it. Usually if religious photos are outside of an area, it's probably to keep something in. Something evil is inside that, and they would like put religious photos around it to keep it like, oh, I just don't like it. It just gives you a weird vibe, doesn't it? Hiding in the comment section. Well, I wish I could hide in the comment section. But you want to know something? You don't have to hide anymore because that's where we're going to end the video. Well, anyways, guys, that's some creepy TikToks. If you want to see me look at more creepy TikToks like this, then you definitely will. Press the big red subscribe button. See you all tomorrow for another video.